EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And running with power here. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll swing this out to Tony. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. The Bears had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Carr again. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. To throw is Carr. Rolling to his left. Touchdown Bears! Jonathan Mingo. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. At their own 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, Jacobs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is...
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
What down?
2nd down and 8.
Hey, later, 2. Express.
Now Carr. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
Go, Chief.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. J.K. Dobbins, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Maybe you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
15. First down, Texans.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Houston.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now it's Wilson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal the last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Quick throw, it's complete. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney from 6 yards away. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Touchdown, back out to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Throwing outside, complete to Tony. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's good. 4 on Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
93.
Now Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you... This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards.
the 6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jacobs again, and this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Wilson going to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. That 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go quickly here out to Moore. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bears! Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Bears have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull up the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
Yeah, not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Wilson's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
14,
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Left pass. All goes special. Alert.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. Maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
Down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Third down and 6. That's complete to Tony. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We're good.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And quick likely we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Carr. He's going to get that to his run back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
And now Carr changing the formation.
808. 734.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
You're mine. Hey, Raider 2. Express.
Back to throw. Carr. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ryland on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. Here's 1st and 10. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
There. 14. Hey, 0. Tempo.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here, because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So it's the Bears who come away with the victory, and it was Derek Carr, Charles, who was really the star of the show.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for the Bears, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2.